Hi there, everybody. So, just to let you know, the theme that seemed to come through in the weekly Vimeo reading this week is about practical and financial things. And there seems to be a little bit of opposition in terms of the feminine side with a lot of practical ideas, and the masculine side with a lot of what she might perceive as impractical ideas, but is actually full of love and emotion. And it really is about two perspectives or two things which can seem as though they are in opposition. So that's really love and money in this spread. How can we let love and money work together, or the practical and the emotional? What do we do to allow, how can we bring even the spiritual and the practical, the groundedness and the maybe the more heavenly, whatever you want to call it, how do we bring those two together? And the outcome, is the Ace of Pentacles. So it's not that the practicality wins or that money is better. It's more that maybe it needs to be a little bit more of it's not that maybe it needs to be a bit more of a focus. It's more that it will win, it will kind of be there anyway. There's always a new opportunity, and it really is about opportunity always being there, and for us to grab it. And yes, how do we keep them working together? Right. So, the Rumi card for the week. A bit more of a shuffle. I hope you've all had a great week. This Vimeo is available in the link below, just to let you know. Right. I wanted to do this in a different way. I wanted to really kind of... I kind of knew that was going to happen, but... I feel like I want to do this, and I think I want this one. Wow. So the Rumi card for the week is number 18, a new gown. New for me to allow all this messiness. The new's always fun. So number 18, a new gown. Relax and allow this message to wash through you for the week. This is from the Alana Fairchild Rumi Oracle, which is the oracle that I use every week currently. Number 18, a new gown. Weary and consumed by longing, I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. My spirit was lifted at once. I surrendered my life while overflowing with joy, and my vision was filled with light. Love said, "Don't feel so hopeless, my weary and gloomy one, for my generosity is beyond forgetting those devoted to me. See how boundless divine justice can be. Behold my immeasurable kindness." Love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. A new and glorious robe of honor was placed on my shoulders. Love offered me the power of new vision and the transforming touch of divine generosity, and placed the chalice of eternal wine in my hand. Poetry by Rumi. And the oracle says, "I have the perfect gift for you. It is a gown of new colours, of colours perfectly suited to you and no other. The colours of this gown will make your eyes sparkle and gleam as though they were more beautiful than the most precious of gems. The colours of this new gown will make your skin seem luminous as if lit from within, for of course it is beautiful, angel. Your complexion is radiant with the light of life. Your hair will shine with lustre and your entire being will be complemented by this gown as it enhances your beauty in all ways. So hold on no longer to that shabby, tattered cloak so unworthy of you. Cast it off. Let me grace your shoulders now with this royal robe instead, that you may shine beautifully as besits a royal child of divine parentage. Ah, beloved, if you could only see the incredible gift, the symbolic robe being offered to you now, your fears would quake and tremble, disappearing more quickly than you could imagine. Your heart would take wings and become so light your entire being would lift clean off the ground and soar like an angel bird amongst the playground of the Divine Mother's skies. Yet, like a young one, so much younger than your years and wisdom warrant, you may hold on to your tattered robes as though they were a security blanket. Though you know it is time to let it go, you may take pause and have a moment of doubt. You may wonder if the new robes will descend swiftly enough, or that without what you have known to cling on to, you will be left stark naked, exposed and vulnerable. These thoughts are not worthy of your status, but perhaps you are yet to realise you are of the most sublime royal lineage, that you are worthy of a cloak of galaxies, a crown of stars, a body of sacred earth, and a voice of stirring music. You may be craning your neck to see who it is that can bestow permission upon you to receive a gift of such dignity. In whom is such authority vested, that you may no longer be as the beggar asking for scraps and contenting yourself with stale crumbs? You may simply decide to shed that, stand up to walk with your head held erect with regal grace, and assume your place at the table of divine feasting. Remember that your royal birth certificate is stamped in your heart. There is no authority required, no permission to be granted. You are what you are already and always have been thus. All that is required from you is to realise it. This oracle comes to you with sacred portent. You are fast approaching a moment of a great leap, an evolutionary shift in your spiritual path. Your sense of yourself and your divine identity is about to be revealed and realised in a way more potent than ever before. This is wonderful. It is a divine happening. You must allow it. Do not confuse humility with humiliation. Do not humble yourself excessively. You do not have to battle with false pride either. Simply honour yourself as a living being worthy of life, worthy of this royal path of divine realisation. What a gift it is to cast aside belief in inferiority or superiority, unhelpful as those notions are for you now. What a gift instead to embrace your own path, irrespective of what any other may think, whether they hold it in glory or derision. Who cares? Not you nor I. Your royal heritage has been revealed, and in seeing the divinity within yourself, you become blessed to see it in all beings returning to the realization of royalty within. Crazed searching outside of the heart will come to an end. A simple golden path will be found, as though a river of molten gold flows from your heart back to the oceanic heart of the great beloved, where united again, you finally ascend your throne and claim your divinity once and for always. This oracle comes with sacred guidance for you. You are stepping into empowerment in a new way, and it is to be honoured. Do not allow yourself to be dragged into dramas or power games. You are worth so much more than that. You are tapping into your inner dignity, and others may not know how to respond. Some will respond with love and acknowledgement, others with fear and judgment, calling you too big for your boots or high and mighty. Those are voices of fear, not truth. Be in your dignity and power and keep going. It is the divine that urges you thus, not the ego. Do not doubt the changes happening within you now. Embrace them. Place your hands very lightly upon the top of your head. I cast aside lesser crowns. Open up your hands to the heavens and say aloud, I receive the royal gown descending through grace. Slowly and gently guide your hands down from over the top of your head, alongside your body, as though drawing a royal robe over your head. Allow your hands to gently touch the floor as though the robe completely covers you. Sit comfortably and visualize or intend that the most beautiful gown of many colours surrounds you. You may or may not be aware of the colours. You may see layers of shimmering lights, stars, roses, or more. You may hear the gown singing like a choir of angels, or gurgling as though it is a fountain of liquid gold. Let it be as is for you, as subtle or powerful as it wishes to be. Whatever happens for you is perfect. When you are ready, simply open your eyes, place your hands in prayer position and bow your head. So that's very beautiful, and that again backs up another message for this week in this reading, which is about you honouring your truth and about understanding that we don't all have the same perspective. Sometimes it's very easy to love others when they are sharing our perspective, sharing our truth. But can we love others when they do not share our perspective and they do not share our truth? Because if you want to understand the key to love in a practical fashion, it really is about being able to honour one's own truth and one's own divinity, one's own sense of regalness and ownership of one's own sense of love. And allowing a beloved or anybody else to see things from a different perspective and not need them to change. So then we can be brave enough to really wear our gown that is unique, that is completely different from anybody else's, and not need anybody to have our perspective. Because it's kind of impossible. It's impossible for us to share each other's perspective exactly. But the key to peace and the key to love and the key to abundance and a sense of abundance is honouring our truth and honouring another's truth regardless. Just because even somebody that we love has a different perspective on us, it doesn't mean that our perspective isn't true. Have a wonderful week. The link to the rest of the reading, if you should want to watch it, is below. Grab your abundance. You can have everything. See you soon.